shit up, boy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Hello, everybody. Buzz here. Just seen a video online. It's been making the rounds. I'm sure you've all seen it, of the woman in Portland who's in a store and sees a Confederate flag. I think it's a placemat, something you put in front of your door or something like that, with a Confederate flag on it. She doesn't like it, and she's offended by it, which is completely her right, and tells the store owner, or the people that work there anyway, which is completely her right. She can do whatever she wants, but goes a little far. And I thought I'd point out something that I found quite um, eyebrow raising. Um, the the thing here is that she we'll get to the video. Actually, might as well just get to the video, and I'll stop it and explain what I'm talking about here. Okay, now here's this SJW, and of course she's going to tell the world. She's going to save the world. She's going to save the world from horrible racist Nazis. Okay, here we go. Make sure that make sure that she gets a photo of herself before she knew what was going to happen, and just to show everyone that, hey, everybody, look at me, I'm the savior. Here we go.
Alright, so you don't care about having hate flags on your wall? Huh?
How's that hate flag?
A Confederate flag is a symbol of...
So here comes the owner, and he's, it's not a hate flag.
slavery and lynching and raping of black people. It's a hate sin.
I'm Mexican. What are you
Good.
talking about?
I'm telling you that's a
I'm
hate
Mexican.
symbol.
So she says it's a hate symbol. It symbolizes slavery, raping of black people, and whatever else she said. I think that's a bit much. First of all, let's talk about the Confederate flag. It was a battle flag. In fact, this is the actual Confederate flag, and was for some time. Like I said, the Confederate flag as we know it. This looked too much like the Union, the Northern Yankees flag. So when they had it on the battlefield, it was confusing the soldiers. They didn't know where to go. They didn't know who was who, what was what, especially when the flags were, not waving. So they changed it. This and also this. I wonder if either one of these flags would offend her, even though they were actually more of a flag. They just changed the one on the General Lee just for the purpose of being able to see it. So it was a battle flag basically, and it wasn't. This is the actual Confederate flag. So this is more a symbol of whatever she's talking about. Which, either way you slice it, doesn't matter. If it offends her, that's great. It's America. They should be able to sell any flag they want, even a Nazi flag. If it's if you don't like it, that is your right. But it's just because something offends you, it's you can't say, well, that should be outlawed. I'm offended. If you're offended, take your business elsewhere. And while we're at it, the whole war itself was not about freeing slaves. I think that's yes, there were slaves in the South. Not everybody who lived in the South had a slave. There's very few families actually that did in reality. And I'm not trying to make any excuses. I mean, slavery 100% is wrong. I don't care who you are, what you are, whether an Irish indentured servants, whatever. Everybody, Jews have been slaves at one point. Just no matter who you are, what color, what creed, whatever, you should not be a slave. Okay, obviously, but if you want to live in a free country, guess what? You're gonna have to get ready to accept being your feelings getting hurt, or you not agreeing with what someone else is selling, and also, like I said, the war was not about freeing slaves. In fact, look at this quote by Abraham Lincoln. If I could save the Union without freeing any slave, I would do it. And if I could save it by freeing all the slaves, I would do it. And if I could save it by freeing some and leaving others alone, I would also do that. I have here stated my purpose according to my view on official duty, and I intend no modification of my often expressed personal wish that all men everywhere could be free. Now, he's saying he wishes that every man could be free, but his first priority was to save the Union. The southern states, the Confederacy, wanted to secede from the Union, and the war was about that and not freeing the slaves. Okay? Everybody needs to get that out of their heads. But thank God it did end up that way. I'm not, saying, of course, you always have to do I am not a slave master Nazi when talking about these things, which is ridiculous. Of course, slavery's wrong. But if you think that there's a symbol of slavery, somebody else might not look at it that way, and you have to accept that. So anyways, back to the video. Here she goes, talking her pure shit that she has no idea about.
Yes, it is. What does that got to do with anything? I know my history. Confederate flags.
Black people don't want to get the Confederate flags, not white people, black people.
What are you talking about? That's a symbol of slavery. That's like having a swastika on your wall. It's no different.
Okay, so it's a symbol of slavery. It's like having a swastika on your wall. So she's comparing the southern states, which had black slaves. I'm not going to say that's right. That's obviously wrong. But you can't compare it to. I'm sorry, but you just can't compare it to a German political party in the 1930s and 40s, which apparently murdered 6 million Jews and started a world war. A world war. Okay, so kind of not the same, really. You know what I mean? If you look at it, at all. So, but everybody's a fucking Nazi these days.
This is shameful. This is everyday deals here in Southeast Portland.
So now she's
and
outing
this is where
them.
I usually do some grocery shopping, but today we are in here and we
looks
saw
like
a
looks
Confederate
like a
flag.
smaller store. Probably just getting by. Got local employees, small business, of course. But they're horrible Nazis. So.
Over there on the wall, and they don't care.
I still don't see it, but whatever.
Bye, bitch. Get your kids out of here.
Look at this liberal.
Yeah, look at.
Okay, now I'll stop it there. That guy was wrong. He shouldn't have gave her the finger, and he should have said "bye, bitch." He shouldn't have called her a bitch. Get your kids out of here. Yeah, I can agree with that. But that's all she had to do was leave the store. If she sees something she doesn't like, she could say it. If they don't agree with her, well then leave the store and don't come back. You don't have to be there. Okay, so he was wrong. He should have did that, but he did, and that is what it is. It's done now. It's over with. It's not
a whiny bitch here. Hi. Hillary supporter, Bernie supporter. Which one do you vote for that lost? That why you're in a bad mood?
No, I'm in a bad mood because there's hate symbols on the wall, and I brought my kids in here, and now I have to see hate signs on the wall to go grocery shopping.
The only hater here is you.
I'm not hating anything.
You're
There's
hating
oh my
everything.
god.
Teach your kids good. Get them out of here.
Right.
Go. Go. I will call
Look at this
the
guy.
cops. Stop the property. Bye.
She's arguing with Captain America. Look at this shit. Can't argue with Captain America about any flag.
They don't like them. They'll just protest that.
There you go.
Gonna go hang up the sign. Do you need some cardboard to write some stuff on?
Later.
Or can your kids even spell any words? Yeah, bye.
Probably more than you.
Nice people.
Okay, this is at 146th and Stark. There's Confederate flags hanging in this building. This is where I do my grocery.
Okay, now, the guy was wrong for calling her a bitch, okay? Now, she's outside of the store, and she's got 2 toddlers with her, one that we can see in the video on her back, like a backpack, and I guess one walking beside her, holding her hand or whatever. Okay, we don't see that one, but she says at the end of it that there's 2 toddlers there. So now, in her desperate need to make a video and show everyone on Twitter and Facebook and whatever social media she was going to share this with, that was more important to her than the fact that she was with her children. How do I know this? Or why do I think this? Well, let's see how many times she swears in front of her own children.
Shopping. Well, I used to. I will no longer ever do grocery shopping here. It's called Everyday Deals. It's here on the corner of 146th and Stark.
Oh boy.
I was called a bitch for asking about a Confederate flag hanging up.
There's one.
Oh my gosh. I'm floored.
Okay. Oh, hi everyone.
So again, this is this place. Don't ever shop here. Please let them know.
She already had it, but she had to show her face. Again, hi everybody. I'm your savior.
They have 2 huge ass rugs hanging that are Confederate flags on the wall. And yeah, their response to me was to tell me I'm a bitch.
Ding. Okay.
Crazy. Confederate flags here at this place.
The kid's trying to calm her down.
146th and Southeast Stark. The guy that's yelling at me says he's Mexican, so it doesn't matter that they have Confederate flags and that I'm a bitch.
Ding.
Yeah, it's called Extreme. It's this place. As soon as I asked about it, they started calling me a bitch and
Ding.
telling me to fuck off.
Ding.
Okay, well, you know, please spread this.
Please spread this, because that you spreading this is more important than me swearing in front of my own fucking children. Okay.
I don't know what else to say right now. I'm pretty shook up. I'm gonna get the kids out of here.
Well,
Anyway,
sure
146th and Stark, Extreme Deals, have Confederate flags hanging, and according to them, it's my problem because I'm a bitch.
Ding.
Okay. So I can get out of here. Let me leave so I can get my kids out of here. Please leave me alone.
Now she's outside of this place. And these guys are probably, someone probably said, yeah, you got some chick out there recording your place. So they're probably coming out to see what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean? It's their store. They work there. They have every right to do so. Look how far away they are. I think what they're doing is she's recording them, so they're recording her. That's what that looks like. Kind of just saying, get the fuck out of here. We're recording you too. Watch her response.
I have to close them in their car seats. Let me be. Do not get any closer to me. Do not get any closer to me.
Do not take some steps.
Okay. Seriously, please do call the police. This is ridiculous. Get away from me.
I'm nowhere near you. This is like
You're walking towards me. 2 men who are calling me a dumb bitch are approaching me in the parking lot. And I have 2 small children. Get away from me so I can load my kids up and leave.
You stop running your mouth. You can load your kids up. I'm at work.
That's right.
You're at work.
I'm at work right here. So what are you doing?
I'm trying to leave.
Well, then leave.
Why are you recording?
Do not get close because you're approaching me in a parking lot and I have 2 small children. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Walk away from me.
I have to. I'm at work. Leave.
And, okay, now, never mind the swearing. Think about the anxiety she's giving her kids, yelling and screaming like this. Absolutely unnecessarily. I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say about this. These guys they're employees of the store. They're obviously not going to come and assault her or do anything to her. They're recording her because she's recording them and recording the store. Bottom line.
I cannot leave when you keep approaching me
And she knows that.
from back. I was strapping in my car seat and you're coming up from behind me. This is horrifying.
Oh, it's
leave me alone. Go away. Please tell him to leave me alone.
Now she sees. Notice that she was yelling and being a bit of an aggressive person. And now she sees a woman walking over here, right here. This is a woman walking up to this guy. And now, oh boy. Ooh boy, now she is a victim.
He just assaulted me in the store, called me a fucking bitch. And now he's following with me. I have 2 kids. Get away from me. Oh my God. Yes, I am crying. Oh my God.
Wow. Wow.
Please tell him to go.
I did. You're okay.
No, I'm not. He just
Yeah,
attacked me at the
you're
door,
okay.
and he's there following me.
Look at this. Oh, God. Just look at this. She had to turn it back around on herself. Just think about this. She's so scared and so terrified, yet she's turning a phone recording herself while being terrified. Like, give me a fucking break.
What's going on?
Please make sure they don't get any closer.
They won't. I told them that they need to.
Look at those small kids.
They have Confederate flags hanging in their store, and I brought it up to them, and they started pulling me around and calling me a bitch.
Dang.
And saying they're... And then I was trying to get the car, they came out. There was 3 of them, and they were following me into the parking lot.
Oh, yeah.
Daddy, please get
You okay, sweetie? You okay?
Look at this woman. I mean, she's like, what a fucking nut. And, doing what, the mother should be doing. Just saying, okay, sweetie, in the car? Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
So I started taping it because they're following me, and I don't know what else to do. Oh my God.
Unbelievable.
I always shop here. I usually shop here, and then I saw they have Confederate flags, so I started asking them. And then they just started attacking me. Oh my God. They were calling me a fucking bitch and all kinds of stuff, and oh my God, and then they just started following me in the parking lot. I'm trying to leave with 2 toddlers in their fault. Oh my God. Monsters.
Monsters.
Evil people.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Take a deep breath.
They're getting my license plate. They're gonna. Oh my God.
Deep breath. You have somewhere safe to go right now?
I'm going home.
Got a safe space? You got a safe space? You got somewhere safe to go? She's already in a safe spot. She's in her fucking car. Get out of there. Just drive away.
I'll make sure nothing leaves, okay?
Thank you.
Deep breath.
Take a deep breath, psycho. Holy fuck.
You okay? Okay.
No, she's not.
You need me to shut this or does it?
No, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. No problem. Oh, hi. All right. Okay. So, I don't know. Last time I watched it, I counted 13 swear words, but this time I counted 10. Either way, 10, 13 times she swore in front of her kids, acted like a complete lunatic in front of her kids. I'm sure. I'm surprised they didn't start bawling because, of how their mom was acting. but even apparently her kids are more stable mind than their mother, which is goes to show you right there what you're dealing with. This is the kind of thing we're dealing with, and I don't know. I thought I saw a video about that there was a big protest at this store, and just for people to fall for this bait, man, it's fucking ridiculous. The children's services should be at her fucking door, asking her what the fuck her problem is. You know, swearing and acting like a complete lunatic because she saw a flag. Whether or not, even if it was a Nazi flag, for fuck's sakes, you got two little kids with you. You want to have a grievance with these guys? Either say it and walk out, or don't say anything, bring the kids home, and come back when your husband's looking after them, or someone else is looking after them, if you want to act like a fucking complete fucking lunatic. Alright? So anyways, I had to point that out. Buzz here. I love you all. Let's slay these SJWs until we can finally live in peace and harmony. Ugh. So sickening. Anyways, have a good day, everybody.